I want to ask Pastor Wagdi and Pastor Daniel, perhaps Pastor Wagdi first. You know, I mentioned before obliquely, but now I'll say it more explicitly. Pastor Wagdi, you know, Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, he loves to talk about all of protecting the Muslims, protecting Islamic interests. I want to have initiatives of peace to Muslims, bring them to NASA, let them see our nuclear science of our military. I mean, it's just unbelievable what this man's saying. But he never mentions our Coptic brothers who are being killed, being persecuted in Egypt. He never mentions our Assyrian Christian brothers who are being exiled, being threatened if they don't pay jizya, that they'll be murdered, their daughters will be raped. He never talks about our Christians. He likes to mention the Quran being burned in Florida, which never happened. He never mentions Christians being burned by Muslims in Pakistan. What can we do, brother, to try to help raise awareness? I know that Coptics, for example, have had rallies in Washington and California, and Assyrians as well. What can we do to try to, as Americans, try to get the government to, hey, let's see your own inconsistency? I mean, is that even possible? Are you or your church doing anything in that way?
Thank you, Pastor Jesus. You know, Obama never experienced what you talked about. And he tried to please, if you think, the minority in his country. And we try to raise our voice more and more. Like just recently, when we have a number, like last December, a number of the Coptic Christians were slaughtered in front of the church in the Christmas Eve, and nothing has been said about it. Yeah. And now about this lady, they claim that she was a Muslim and she appeared she was not a Muslim camellia, and they make a big issue of her, you know, because they try to raise their voice higher and higher to make themselves the victim. And we are Christian, and as we look in the Western world, there little orientation and there little information that they heard about. And when they hear about, for example, when he went to Egypt, Obama, they tried to condense everything together, not to leak everything out about what the Christians are doing, what they're happening to them in Egypt. And he went as a person who doesn't know anything, and he stood in front of all these sheikhs and all these people in Cairo, tried to show them, like, yes, Islam is a nice religion, and the propaganda that we hear about. So it's our duty, Brother Joseph, is to raise up our voice, what's happening. Let me just mention this about, and I'm glad you said it, you know, like the Muslims are not our enemy, but Islam is the enemy.
Yes.
And when we looked at burning the scripture, and I don't support him for burning even the Quran, but I saw a lot of Bibles being burned in my country. I saw a lot of Christians are being burned. I know one particular person is being burned, and but our belief will not allow us to do that. It's not because the Quran is a holy book. It's not because it's a book of God, from God. No, because of our love that Christ put in us and to respect other people. When we look to the book of Acts, when Paul went there, he didn't destroy the idol and all these things. He told them, I want to tell you about the God that you don't know, the unknown God. So what we're talking here, that their voice is too loud, they're making too much echo, and they're not allowing other people to hear what's happening really. But again, I will say, like what I said in the last time, Islam is destroying themselves by themselves. Our duty, my church, other churches, we are here to make the people aware of the reality of Islam and to tell them that be aware what's going on. It's not really the religion of peace. Maybe the Muslim, they're a peaceful people, but not their religion who's telling them not to be a peaceful.
Thank you, Pastor Wagdi.